Welcome to my channel back again, guys, right? Numbers don't speak, we make them speak. And today I'll show you how Power BI gives a voice to business data. In reality, see, data is everywhere, but insights are not. And frankly speaking, Power BI is really meant to achieve the same stuff what we are looking for in the today's world. So guys, like this is my Excel data. You can see I have downloaded from some Google resource, right? You can see wherein there are two sheets. One is list of orders, one is your order breakdown, right? These are two sheets. And when it comes to list of order, you can see we will be having good amount of records out there, right? Around 4,000 near about. And when it comes to order breakdown, again, you can see we do have breakdown, breaking up the items that are available within this list of order, right? So you can simply see we do have two values for this, right? So I can simply copy this. I can filter out. Now you can check out how many records are there. So for this order, you do have two detailed product names and rest of the data, right? And similar when it comes to your list of orders table, when I click on this, you'll see we'll be getting something like this, right? And the good part of this data is it's having something called longitude, latitude as well, right? So that means if you want to place something related to your mapping and all that, yes, you can do quite easily, right? Now, rather wasting this time over here, let's jump directly on Power BI, right? Now, when it comes to Power BI, see, the very first thing is when we start working on Power BI, right? So, let me share one thing that I'm using a specific which version that is 2.155, right? And when I am having like the kind of a entry point for this Power BI, it is asking for from where you want to download the data, right? So as of now, it is asking for Excel, SQL Server, and so on. Let's go with the simple one that is Excel. I'm going to provide the file which I have already shown to you, right? So I'm double clicking on this. And the best part is like after fraction of second, it will show you list of files, right? List of sheets, sorry. And one thing which I'm sure you must be surprised at how come it is possible that we do have only two data over here and it is showing three third section as well, right? See, the by chances I created one pivot table, and your this Power BI is very smart. It is just able to scan that particular pivot table reporting as well. But fine, let's forget about that. Let's select top two only. So list of orders and order breakdown. Now, very important thing, it's not mandatory to select all the sheets initially. Later on, you can do as well, right? But as I'm having both the data with me, both the sheets with me, so I'm selecting collectively, right? And there is another advantage I'll tell you. Load and transform data, see, we all know what is the difference, right? So load is purely when I'm pretty sure that data is already clean. Transform data is when we are looking for something cleaning to be done via Power Query editor, right? So I'm going as of now with your load option, right? Fraction of seconds, right, it will take scanning your both the sheets and all that and trying to match up or setting up the relationship between both the tables, right? And you'll see very beautiful stuff that when you look onto the left hand side, I'm just waiting for, yeah, exactly, done. So when you look onto your model view section, so you'll see there is something called like this. Awesome, right? I think like this, you can see that whatever be the sheets are there, it actually establishes the relationship between both of them. And when you double click, you can see order ID of one table is linked with order ID of another table. Marvelous, right? Do we have to say something else? See, frankly speaking, I would say best feature of Power BI, I would say automatically since the column which are quite related to, and that is why is able to establish the relationship something like this, right? Now just say cancel, go into the original one, I mean the report view section, right? And this area you can see here is the best part. Three sections are there apart from this canvas area. I love to call this to be as a canvas area because this is the white area or the blank area where I can put the creativity of my mind, right? So now right hand side you can see we do have a list of tables, right? And plus fields available in those respective fields tables. And now let's go with the very simple one, right? Let's try to drag let's say first of all go with chart. The best part is you have to click on the respective chart. That structure of the chart will appear automatically over here. Now another good part is click right hand side from this area, click any of the field, drag and drop it over here. Number one. Number two, pick sales and drag it over automatically. You will see the chart will appear for you. But there is one very interesting stuff. Just see over here as well, right? See, these are the Y, X, Z, or many some more properties are there which we can utilize to create the graph. I'll show you how. Close this, drag category, place it here, drag sales, place it here. See, not only this, now this time let me drag this profit over here as well. Marvelous. See, that is what the beauty of your Power BI. I can say we have to think of what we want to project, which I already told you guys that first when you have the raw data, and once the cleaning is done, what we are supposed to do before visualization, see, analyze. How to analyze, right? So that is what exactly we have done over here. Sum of sales, sum of profit by category, or you can say category wise profit and sales data or the graph, right? Now let me place it over here somewhere else like this, right? Now let me pick up one more stuff, right? Let me go for, let's say, line graph. But yes, do remember one thing, very important. When you are selecting the existing graph and when you are clicking on any of these graph, that gets converted automatically. So please be very, very clear that when you want to draw a new chart, click outside the chart or means the white area or this area, the blank area, and then you can click on any of the graph as well like this, right? Now what let's focus it on this particular you can say chart. Now within this, as might be it should be of date, so what I'll do is I'll pick date from here so that I can drag and drop over here, and you can see smartly it is bifurcating the every detail of date, what year, quarter, month and day, right? We'll work on this, right? But let's do one more interesting stuff. Let me drag order ID and let me place it within this y-axis. See, marvelous. You can see in this graph, right from 2011 to 2014, we have up graph. So it is really a Amazon's one, right? So you can just check out that, fine, this is a kind of a trend graph. We should not call this to be a trend, but this, yes, exactly, we can. Now, let's select this graph again and let's go for one very small interesting stuff, right? Twist. I'm just closing day, crossing quarter, crossing year. Now see, wow. Month wise, I can figure out that initial year period of right from January to let's say May, the sale is very low, but on the other way, it's very fluctuating, specifically May onwards till December. See what I just now said few minutes back, that is insight. Believe me. See, frankly speaking, designing the chart, analyzing the chart, or creating the pivot table kind of a reporting, it's very easy stuff. But you know what is important? Insight. Fine. But let's do one more stuff. I'm clicking on one more page so that I'll be having two different pages. That is superb. So Power BI, it's giving you a flexibility of creating multiple pages, right? Now let's do one more interesting stuff, which I'm sure that will be a shock for you, right? Now from this table called order breakdown, we do have list of order. Let's do one thing. Let me drag order ID directly. Oh my God. So that means you can see without touching upon any of these visuals, if I'm dragging the fields, it will start creating the detailed report. Superb. Right. So let's do one more stuff. Now from this order ID, let me drag order rate as well. Perfect. It is giving you the complete detailing part, right? If I'll close on this individual, so definitely I will be having specific only. But let's keep this as it is, right? Now, second thing. From the second table, let me pick up order ID and let me place it over here. Now you can see there is a common values showing left hand side as well as right hand side also. I'll show you. I'll just give me a minute. Right? I'm sure you'll get the clarity what I gonna show you. Now I'm clicking sales. I'm clicking profit as well. Now you can see the smartest feature of Power BI is one more, that when you are dragging or dropping your any numeric field, smartly it's showing the total values as well, right? kind of a pivot table, right? That is what the best part is, right? Now, let's go for one more interesting stuff. Select the chart again, right? We do have this filter section. I already told you data where we will be having your list of tables, fields. Visualization is the section where we will be having different graph and so on. And there is third section called filter where we can provide kind of filtration the way we can do over here as well, right? Let's see how. Now open up Power BI back again, right? Select this chart, right? Now you can see over here we do have order ID, right? Fine. So now just click this order ID and just as if I open up my Excel sheet over here and let me pick up this order ID from here, I'm just copying it and let me filter out over here, let's say this way. Fine. Now when I click on this, it'll show me this. Now just see, it is showing me that fine, there is one entity like this. Fine. But let me show you one of the best stuff of Power BI. The moment I drag and drop product name, see, ultimate, ultimate. Believe me, you know what is going on? So this actually shows on this single order ID, somebody has purchased these two products. You want to see the quantity? Let me drag. Just go on to right hand side. By chance, both for both the product, quantity is same, right? But you can see the value is different over here as well, right? You know why it is, or you know how come it is happening? Because of this modeling feature of your Power BI. Because I already like explained what is modeling. See, data modeling, the star schema and all, everything is out there within this Power BI as well, right? And the best part is it is establishing the relation between both the tables on its own. We need not to worry. We can. See, it's not like that. We cannot. We can. But the point is, the moment we selected both the tables, it smartly checks the things on its own and doing the magic like this. Fine. Now let's go back to your report view. So we created couple of kind of a graphs, right? You can see different type of charts and all that. Now let's go for the third one, which is I generally call it as to be as a kind of dashboard, right? Now when it comes to dashboard, see, a normal page will be treated as a dashboard, unlike Tableau. See, Tableau, we do have a dedicated section called dashboard, but in Power BI, Microsoft people says, boss, no need to create separate section called dashboard. A page will behave as it's like a dashboard itself, right? Fine. Now, in which way, what we can do is, so these are different pages, right? So we can club those dashboard. We can use that you specifically can say these different charts and we can create one dashboard, proper dashboard over here as well. How come? Let's see how. Now click on insert, right? So when I say insert, we do have different visuals, different screens, different options over here. Now when you expand this and you'll see that there is one option called shape. Click over here, rectangle, place it over here, something like this, right? Now right click onto this when you want to change the color of this, right? No need to right click, right? So just select this color on this box only, click on style, and now you can see I can make some changes in terms of coloring part as well. You want to provide some effects? Yes, we can. See, show shadow, right? Border is already on. Now you can see one small shadow is appearing out there for this particular box as well, right? Now, one more stuff. Now, there is something called text box. Now, click out there. When you are having text box, you can type anything over here. Let's say what we have our data is, our data is Amazing Mart, right? So let me do one thing. I'm just saying file browse so that I can copy this one. So I'm just copying it and I'm using it over here like this. Selecting this center bold using the any particular color like this. Font as well, right? Resizing. My job is done. Now best part. Click and drag and place it just like this. Might be you are feeling there is a difference between your coloring over here, purely your call. Either you can keep it this only, but there is one more way. Go on to effects, you can see it's a color is your white color as of now. Now you can change to your specific color as well. Now it got merged. Nobody can sense these are two different objects, right? This is first thing. Second thing, now what I'm doing is I'm just simply copying it, pasting it over here, placing here this way. Similar, copying the second chart, putting up over here, adjusting as per my width of the box. Right now you can see it's bit better. Go down so that it be on same level, reducing the size this way, right? Now, once it's done, right, select the box back again. Now, within visualization, you do have something called format your visual, best thing. So that means this visualization is not only meant for adding these kind of visuals, but you can format as well, right? So now just click on this, your formatting part, then general, then you do have effects, then you do have something called visual border, then shadow. Now you can see, wow, wow, right? Now select the second chart, right? Go on to the same steps back again. So general effects, this thing, right? So very important thing is see, uh, placement of these different charts is a different thing. When we are about to create a dashboard is altogether a different story, right? Now let's go for one more interesting stuff, right? Now what I'm doing is I'm just saying Control A, Control C, one more one. So let's say I'm saying renaming it with, let's say, dashboard 2, for example. Right click, simply either paste or otherwise right click, paste. You can, whatever you can use, right? Now from here in the second screen, I'm about to delete these two charts, right? I don't want, right? But what I'll do is I'll pick up this detailed report and I'll place it over here in my second chart, right? Now, the very best thing is these two are independent dashboards, right? Now, what exactly dashboard means to us? See, dashboard is the final outcome for your what exactly you are doing it over here. I generally call these pages to be a rough copy and dashboard to be a kind of a final copy or final version actually, right? So now let's do one thing. What we'll do is we'll go on to dashboard, right? Or we can say one more stuff, right? So we can add, let's say, one more page called, let's say, index, right? And I drag this index over here, right? Now within this index, what I can do is I can click on shape. I can select this, any of, maybe let's say the circle. Let me add two circles as of now, right? So what I'll do is this is first circle, right? And I'm just using one more circle like this as well, right? Now the idea of two circle is what? So that I can jump to your dashboard 1 and dashboard 2 as well when I'm clicking on these two buttons as well, right? Now let's see how. Now select this first button, right? Now, when you selected this particular button, now how to make a connect with your next these two dashboards. So select this first button, move on to actions, right? So you can see within this area where you were having visualization, how this, see, but select this object back again. Now click on general. Now you can see, no, not general, sorry. Within this shape only, you have one option called action. Switch it on, expand that, click on this, say page navigation, and just say dashboard 1. Similar, repeat the same steps for this box, for this circle to jump to your dashboard 2. Select this, switch it on, action, then page navigation, then dashboard 2. Now, maybe you feel there is nothing written out there, no worries, you better know how to place it that. So I can simply say over here, select this box, let's say 1, just for a change. Otherwise, you better know what to mention in this case, right? So purely your call. But what I'm doing is just simple 1. So I'm saying simply 1, fine. So I'm clicking it, placing it over here, right? If you feel this is perfect, fine, keep it. Otherwise, you better know how to change the coloring as well, right? But I'm keeping it this way only, right? Now select this, copy, paste. I have one more option. I can place it over here. Let's say 2. Fine. Believe me, see this, I would say dashboard is all about creativity. It's not dragging and dropping only. Fine. Now, the best part is when I'm having control from the keyboard, I'm pressing it, and when I'm placing the cursor over here, I'm able to jump on this. I need to move back as well. So what I'll do is I'll say, let's say button, let's say back. When I say this, see, go on to this. But let's try. Is it working? Wow. Click on this control and click on the second. Yes, it is there. Let me add button. Let me add back as well. See, now again I'm pressing control. See, now I'm able to move back and forth across all the sheets which I have added within the system as well, right? See, very important thing is, believe me, data is the new language of business, right? And believe me, Power BI is the translator, right? So, guys, this is just an overview of how we can kick off your Power BI journey, right? And I'm really thankful to you guys, right, for watching whatever I have discussed as of now as a basic understanding of how we can pick up the data from your Excel and how we can plot within your Power BI as well, right? Fine. So just do remember, raw data informs, clean data explains, whereas visual data actually it inspires. And Power BI is the inspirational for all the data analysts. Fine. Fine, guys. Thank you. Thanks for your valuable time, right? Keep watching my channel.